Hello, friends. I'm so glad to meet you here. I would like to talk with you about moving from chaos and into calm. My name is Judy Herman. I am the author of Beyond Messy Relationships. I'm a speaker and also a psychotherapist. But just to let you know, is not a substitute for professional counseling services. But since it is Counseling Awareness Month, this month, I want to share with you some things that I hear in the counseling office that can benefit you when it comes to looking at the idea of the chaos that we're in the midst of or the calm that we are traveling to. There's one question that people ask often. They ask it, almost everybody asks this question in one way or another. Am I normal? Is it me? Is this the way it's supposed to be? So, whatever format comes in, we want validation that we are normal. Don't we? We all want that. We want to know, is this the way it's supposed to be? So, when we are in the midst of a messy relationship, when we're in the midst of a lot of chaos, such as we have been for quite some time now with the pandemic. We've been in a mess politically. We've been in a mess, on so many levels in our country. We've been in a mess in our churches. We've been in a mess in our families. There's so much things that we thought were stable, and then they become chaotic. And we ask ourselves, is this normal? Am I normal? So I want to assure you, first of all, it's the chaos around you. It may be the systems that is the abnormal thing that's going on, right? That's the abnormal thing. So when we're struggling with depression or anxiety, or we're drained, that's likely a normal response to the chaos that's abnormal, that is really making us upset. But here's two things I believe about chaos and about our journey toward calm. And I would like for you to keep this in mind. Number one, chaos in our lives is part of the human journey. There's times where chaos is absolutely necessary because it gets our attention, it jolts us into attention. Something is not right here. And a lot of times, this chaos will move us into a direction of growth and of a greater awareness, and even that next step of faith that we need to take. We need to say, rise up and say, no more. We all go through that. That's part of the human journey. So when chaos comes, it doesn't mean that you need to be stuck in it, but it means it's an invitation. It could be a divine invitation to go toward your authentic self. What was working before is not working now. What I'm now what I was clueless about and I'm now aware is not working anymore. And it helps you also to define. Many times it can define your purpose. It can define your principles and your values. And then, so number one, chaos may be necessary. It's all temporary, right? Calm, the journey toward calm is also temporary. It's like we are designed to move toward calm and live our lives that way and to be appreciative of it. But we don't need to be thinking of it as a permanent solution. So many couples that I've worked with over the years, they both avoid conflict. Do you think that there's no conflict in the relationship? No, the conflict is going on undercurrent, and it's not okay. We need to look at conflict as an opportunity for connection with ourselves, with our values, with our principles, with our purpose. And if it's a cooperation between two people that are married, that conflict can bring connection with each other, but it certainly needs to bring connection with who we are and why we're here. So, first of all, chaos is necessary because it gets our attention and we move into the direction of our purpose and we stand up in ways that perhaps we haven't before. And then calm is definitely temporary. So life is both beautiful, as Glennon Doyle Melton would say, both beautiful and brutal. And you can't really have one with the other. You can't have conflict with, you can't have chaos without calm, and vice versa. But it can go in and out and in and out of our lives. So today I was sharing part of this message with Glenn Hodges' mastermind group that he does on Tuesday mornings at 8 o'clock, a beautiful group of folks. And we were able to talk further about this. And we realize fear is a natural part of our humanity, and fear will show up when we are ready to move into a greater level of awareness and we are engaged in our lives. And it's part of it, which is then that causes the chaos even internally and in our souls. So it's a risk of growth. So we know that you can just take a deep breath of air and things that we already know, but we don't do, slowing down and taking a deep breath of air. And that acronym being awareness and intentionality and risk of growth. It's everywhere. So this is just a little bit I wanted to share with you and get the conversation going. Let's talk about this because our lives were never meant to be stagnant. We are human beings that are designed to grow and to grow up, not just when we become 35 years old or 40 or 50 even, but we are designed to continually grow. And there's neuroscience that affirms all of that. We need to keep on learning, keep on being aware and being intentional. And we need to have the kind of perspective that we realize, whoa, yeah, it's not me, but it may be me if I'm interpreting it in such a way that the craziness around me, is part of me. No, you're a normal human being who is responding to some abnormal situations. So I want you to leave with that. You have what it takes. You're an amazing human being. You are a person of dignity, value, and worthiness. So whenever that gets attacked inside in the deeper places of our souls, we're going to rise up. Yes, it will cause some anxiety, but it's because your truth is rising up and you say, this isn't right. Don't blame yourself. I talk about the committee. Don't listen to the committee. The committee is telling you all kinds of things that are not true about you, that is reminding you of some negative things. Anyway, I'm kind of going off. I want to make this a short little video clip because I just want to remind you, you have what it takes. You align with your truth. You see chaos as necessary to get your attention, and calm is temporary. All of it's temporary, right? And we're on this journey toward our authentic selves, and you have what it takes to be resilient and be in it. That's what life is all about. Judy Herman, author of Beyond Messy Relationships. I'm very proud of the fact that it is Author Academy Awards top 10 finalists. You can get the first 3 chapters of this book for free on my website, judycounselor.com, or you can get it wherever books are sold. And I would love to meet with you, stay connected. So get on my email list. I've got the relationship stress quiz and some other things that's going to be nurturing to you. Okay. So thanks for joining me. And if this resonates with you, please like and share it. That would mean a lot. And comment. All right. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye-bye.